I'm going to call us back to order. Let me get myself just organized here. All right, Commissioners, that takes us now to item number 13, which is docket number 2501018, order to show cause to Supersonic Movers LLC. Who do we have representing this? Is this you, Mr. Hammock? These OSCs?
Sorry. Financial analyst Garrett Hammock. For the record, I do have a note that this has been tabled for 6 months, but I don't, no, I was not prepped.
Okay, do we have anyone representing item number 13 from Supersonic Movers? Anyone raising their hand?
There's no one raising their hand online.
All right. Commissioners, I'm looking for a motion on docket number 25-01018 to issue the order to show cause or the which is the revocation. Forgive me.
Chair, I'll make that motion.
Okay. I have a motion by Teddy, second by Zoka. We have asked for public comment and none was offered. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion
Thank
carries
you.
unanimously. That takes us to docket number, item number 14, which is docket number 25-04040, OSC on AS Coach LLC. It was tabled from the June 12th general session. Is there anyone wishing to speak on item number 14 from AS Coach LLC?
There's no one raising their hand online.
Thank you, Mr. King. Commissioners looking for a motion on item number 14.
Motion to revoke agenda item number 14, docket number 25-04040.
Have a second?
I'll second, Chair.
Have a motion by Zoka, second by Teddy. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. That takes us now to item number 15. I know I have someone signed in for that. That is docket number 25-06004, order to show cause on Eagle Transportation, doing business as Eagle Transportation. Sir, welcome.
Mr. Chairman, if I might.
Yes.
I will need to recuse myself from this item. I was the prosecutor in the citations for this particular entity. Even though this was not technically part of that proceeding, we were closely to negotiating this with counsel for respondents. So basically, I'm going to recuse. Thank you.
Okay, so much. Sir, introduce yourself.
Good morning. My name is Piers Tulibar, number 14633 from the firm of Hutchison and Steffen, here on behalf of Eagle Transportation LLC. And I have to say, this is a lot more fun to be at a table as opposed to a podium with the dais. This feels good. This feels like we can have a good conversation. I like this. Yes.
So welcome, sir. Tell us.
I appreciate that, Chair.
So we're essentially ready to revoke here. So tell us why we should not revoke this item.
Absolutely, Chair. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. And first of all, I would like to congratulate publicly Commissioner Zoka. It was a privilege to work with him on this and the other related matter. The NTA is always very professional, very nice to work with. They make the process very smooth, and it's always appreciated, especially from a attorney's perspective, where, as you noted earlier, we have the ability to twist and convolute the law quite substantially.
I didn't want to go to that extent of twisting and convoluting.
I'm saying the quiet part out loud, Chair.
I'm gonna go, sir, with just interpretation.
Yes.
2 interpretations of the law.
Well, then I'll defer to the chair on that one. So, Your Honor, the situation we're dealing with here with Eagle Transportation was just kind of a series of unfortunate events. As the commissioners likely know, there was a series of citations that were issued against Eagle Transportation for some problems with the way they were operating that really stemmed back to the fact that they didn't have proper insurance, which was the reasons why they made the temporary discontinuance request in the first place, is to stop pending getting the actual insurance. Ultimately, there was a really nasty communication breakdown and misunderstanding as they were transitioning between a variety of different businesses. They were trying to do some different things. And there was just, it sounds like some people just didn't quite get the memo. So at this point, Eagle Transportation has ceased operations. They're in the process of getting the requisite insurance. I spoke with my client earlier, and he is making great progress and hopes to be able to resume operations, or at least be able to do something by the time that this one expires. if it would be given the retroactive approval. Mr. Chair, I would just note for the record that we had Eagle submit a request to extend the temporary discontinuance earlier this year in July, again, to rectify the unfortunate failure to do that in a timely basis. And with that, if there's any questions, I'm happy to address those. But essentially, Eagle's position is they made a mistake. They recognize that that mistake has been made. They are making significant efforts to fix the way they operate on a going forward basis, including retaining a law firm to help them navigate all aspects of the law, which can be difficult and tedious, but nevertheless extremely important. Ephraim was here earlier. He had to unfortunately step out to deal with something else, but he did want me to convey to you all that he is prepared and willing to do whatever the commission would like him to do.
No, and you're here to represent them, and so that's all that's necessary, Counselor. And so that is fine. I don't need the applicant here. So is the request to go through January? Well, let's just call it February of 2026, the beginning of February, by February 1, 2026. Is that the request?
Yes, Chair.
Administrative Attorney Yonit Wilburn. Chairman, I just did want you to know that the citations also have been taken care of, and I believe they've been
Satisfied.
paid.
Okay.
Yes,
That
just so you know that.
That was going to be my next question about the satisfaction of the citations. And just Commissioners, before I let you chime in here, I would remind you how many comments we got yesterday on rising insurance and what a problem that is. And I know that all of us are completely aware, and I know that you're recusing yourself, Mr. Zoka. Thank you. But we're keenly aware as to, and I'm going to use the term crisis, the insurance crisis within Nevada. So that said, I'm just going to again lay my cards on the table. I have no issue with the extension request in this particular case. Again, understanding that they have satisfied the citations. Commissioner Teddy.
So Chair, for me, I have no problem extending to the proposed date. I appreciate the carrier's efforts to hire a competent law firm to handle their affairs. That's phenomenal. I think it's great that they've settled their citations. My one caveat to this is that if the carrier were to be found providing transportation during this, that this would come before the authority again. I don't know where we're at with that, but
Well, the fines are going to be very heavy. That's going to be the first piece. I
think to me, it just goes beyond fines, though. I think we would be back here to discuss whether or not they should retain a CPCN, though.
All right, that makes sense to me.
And if I may,
Please.
Chair, Commissioner Teddy,
And identify yourself for the record each
of
time. I
course,
apologize.
Piers Tueller on behalf of Eagle Transportation. I would note that Eagle is very well aware that they are out of chances, out of rope, out of slack. And so they're operating as if there is somebody from the NTA standing next to them at all time.
Thank you, Mr. Tueller. Thank you for that. Before we make a decision, is there anyone online wishing to speak on item number 15? That's docket number 25-06004.
There's no one with their hand raised online.
I'm going to close public comment and bring it back to the board. Commissioner Teddy, would you like to make a motion or you want me to make the motion?
I'll let you take the honor.
Okay. I move that we extend the discontinuance until February 1st. I'm going to just give them because it's going to be easier rather than January 28th. We'll just do February 1st of 2026, provided that Eagle Transportation has, and this will also, includes the retroactive approval and that they comply with all the statutory requirements. Does that make sense? So in other words, they have all their insurance and everything, all the documents are intact and updated.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I guess what we would do is if they were found to be operating, we would have a
It's coming back, yeah.
398 violation that we would be able to address.
Administrative Attorney Oneit Wilburn. That's not on the table right now. So I think at this point, we can't address and add the 398 on there because I think it's circumstance dependent. So at this point, I think the motion would just be to extend the temporary discontinuance to February 1st, retroactive approval till July 28th.
And then, yeah, and thank you for that.
It's just an admonition at this point, but it can't be part of the motion, just, hey,
Right, and
stay in line.
yeah, and I mean, I think that they're fully aware that their CPCN is on the table. If we catch them, it's, then we'll deal with that consequence at the time.
Then I will second the motion to extend to February, was it February 1st?
February 1st, yeah,
Second
2026. Okay, so we have a motion by Hartung, second by Teddy. We have asked for public comment. We have heard from their counsel. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
That takes us to item number 16, docket number 25-06007. Order to show cause to Lion Transportation doing business as Lion Trans. Is there anyone online from Lion Transportation?
Chair, there's no one online with their hand
I'm
raised.
going to bring it back to the board. Commissioners, looking for a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we revoke the certificate approving agenda item number 16, docket number 25-06007.
And that includes, as listed in the staff report, CPCN 2297.
Yes.
Perfect. I think we should have probably done that before. I have a motion by Zoka. Do I have a second?
I'll second, Chair.
Second by Teddy. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. That takes us now to items 17, 18, and 19. Now, I have had conversations with Ms. Babcock, and I think if she's still online, we can certainly take these individually, but I have a list that they could extend fairly easily because they're not quite at their limits. Ms. Babcock, are you still with us?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. Do you, and I know that normally when we're revoking, we don't take them in a block, but if we were to, well, actually, we'll do each one individually. So 17, we'll do docket number 25-06023. Ms. Babcock, do you have that in front of you?
Yes, I do.
So what's staff's recommendation on a possible extension?
Well, they had a 6 months temporary discontinuance, never came back to extend it. If they were to file for an extension, staff would be okay with it, but nobody has come forward and out.
Okay. And that's going to be my next question, not for you. Is there anyone from Right Away Towing here to discuss this today?
There's no one with their hand raised.
Okay, commissioners, I'm looking for a motion for revocation then.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve agenda item 17, docket number 25-06023, revoking the CPCN 7528.
Commissioner Teddy.
I'll second, Chair.
I have a motion by Commissioner Zoka, second by Commissioner Teddy. We have asked for anyone from Lion. But what I will ask for, or excuse me, Right Away, I apologize, Right Away Towing. What I will ask for, is there any public comment on this item?
There is no one with their hand raised.
Okay, have a motion by Zoka, second by Teddy. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. That takes us to item number 18, docket number 25-06024, order to show cause for Estelita Productions. Estelita Productions Incorporated, doing business as Acme Moving Company. Is there anyone here to represent that item?
There's no one with their hand raised online.
Okay. Commissioners.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve agenda item 18, docket number 25-06024, revoking the certificate of 3362
Okay, I have a motion by Zoka,
I'll second, Chair.
second by Teddy. Again, I'll ask, do we have any public comment on this item for Acme Moving, doing business as Acme Moving?
There's no one with their hand raised on.
Seeing none, bring it back to the board. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries unanimously. That takes us to item number 19, docket number 25-07026, order to show cause to Grab and Go Towing LLC. Is there anyone from Grab and Go Towing online today?
There's no one with their hand raised online.
No one raising their hand? Okay, commissioners?
Chair, I'll make the motion to revoke CPCN number 7526.
Okay, that is docket number 25-07026.
Chair.
Thank you for that clarification. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion by Teddy, second by Zoka. Is there any public comment on item number 19 on order to show cause to Grab and Go Towing and revocation?
There's no one with their hand raised online.
Bring it back to the board. Have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries unanimously. That takes us now to voluntary cancellations, items 20 through 28. Let me get to my correct pages here. So commissioners, we can take this in block, but let me ask this first, and that's voluntary cancellations, items number 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, or 28. Is there anyone here to represent any of those items? And just for matters of purpose, we have Up in the Attic LLC. That's item number 20. We have Lostra Brothers Towing Wreck and Recovery Service. That's item 21. We have Imperial Towing Transport. That's item number 22. We have item number 23 as AA Deluxe, doing business as Canuck Auto Towing. Item number 24 is Denson Land and Livestock, doing business as Illimo Natty. I'm going to leave it at Denson Land and Livestock. Item number 25 is RNC Towing, doing business as RNC Towing. Item 26 is Shuttle Vegas. Item 27 is El Jefe Towing. And item 28 is MNM LLC, doing business as FT Fabulous Transport. Is there anyone representing any of those items that wishes to speak today?
Chair, no one is raising their hand
Okay,
online.
commissioners, I'm looking for a motion for a block of items 20 through 28.
So moved, Chair. We block items 20 through 28.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Teddy, second by Zoka. Let me just ask real quickly, is there any public comment on any one of these items?
No one is raising their hand online.
I'll bring it back to the board. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Now that takes us to items number 29 and 30. That is applications to dismiss. Do we have anyone from Diamond Transportation or Raccoon City LLC? Do you need to recuse yourself?
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, for the interruption, but yes, I do need to recuse myself. I'm the author of both motions to dismiss. So based on that, I'm going to recuse from 29 and 30.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good, thank you so much.
We have somebody here on 30, my understanding. Thank
We
you.
do. Welcome. Come on up. Do you need to speak to us? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that one first. Item number 30, sir. So we're dealing with, commissioners, we'll still deal with item number 29 here in just a moment. This is docket number 23-09013. So motion to dismiss to dismiss the application. Sir, tell us who you are.
There you go.
Green.
Ariel Tello.
Okay. And, or ma'am, I apologize. I'm not. So, what would you like to tell us?
I would like to continue.
Okay. Liz, what do we know about this?
We know that this is Liz Babcock for the record. We know that this application was filed 2 years ago. And if you grant him an extension to continue rather than dismiss, he would have to go through the background process of fingerprinting again.
Okay. Okay, so we have some real issues in terms of what needs to occur here. What's staff's recommendation, Ms. Babcock or Mr. Hammack, either way?
Babcock for the record, this is a towing application. So basically, the entire review is based on the background. So
Okay.
either he can, just by not dismissing it, but he'd have to go through basically the whole process again. But if you
Okay.
dismiss it, he cannot reapply for the next 6 months.
Okay.
I'd like to go forward and do the process.
Okay, so we're going to dismiss it and then you're going to have to reapply.
I'd like to know, not dismiss, but go ahead and do the re-fingerprinting.
Okay. Ms. Babcock. They want to go through the background check again through the fingerprinting process.
Well, because it has Babcock again for the record, because it has been 2 years, it would probably require noticing again as well. So that the end result is if you dismiss it, he would have to refile, pay the $200 filing fee and go through the process. And he cannot refile for the 6 months. If you grant that he keep his application, he would have to pay for the noticing, go through the whole process, but not have to pay the filing fee. And it could start now as opposed to within the next 6 months.
Go ahead.
Chair, I'd like
Staff.
to ask, I'm sorry, I apologize. Liz, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Staff,
We lost you. Ms. Babcock.
because it is.
Start over again, Ms. Babcock. You got cut off. I apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry. Staff is not opposed to either option because it is for a tow operator, which does not require financial. So it's not a matter of having to redo all of that.
Chair, if I may ask of the applicant, what was the holdup with the fingerprints? Why so long?
I've been dealing with wars in my where I'm from, and the community's been ravished, so that's the reason why.
So that prevented you from getting fingerprinted?
Yeah, because I wasn't here. I had to go deal with things in another place, so that's what family was a little bit more important.
So you were unavailable to get the fingerprints done, but you're back now and you'd like to continue through the process and you intend to follow through with the process if we allow that.
Yes.
Deputy Commissioner's motion to dismiss.
What's the proper motion here? What's the proper path forward if they want to continue and get fingerprinted, Ms. Babcock? How should we style that motion?
Administrative Attorney Oneat Wilburn. So it's on the calendar to vote on dismissal. So I believe you would not make the motion to dismiss and you would just allow the continuance, a motion to continue versus a motion to dismiss.
Motion to continue. Do we put a,
Let me,
If I may, sir, Babcock.
Yes,
for
yeah,
the
go ahead,
record.
Ms. Babcock, please jump
This
in.
was an approved application, meaning that he had gone through the background previously. It was approved and then it just languished in the compliance period. But because it's been over the 2 years, he would have to redo the prints.
Okay. Do we put another time frame on it, Ms. Babcock, within 6 months or something of that nature?
I would just have it reassigned to a compliance investigator and just worked as though it's being filed today. And he
Okay.
would have to pay, of course, for the noticing of the application.
Chairman, Administrative Attorney Oni Wilburn, I think the cleanest way to do this, since this is the way it's styled as a deputy commissioner's motion to dismiss, maybe deny that motion and then make a new motion to allow the application to continue. So you're addressing the motion that's there, but allowing him to continue.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Wilburn. That was exactly where I was going. So my motion would be to deny the deputy commissioner's motion to dismiss the application, which would then provide the applicant an opportunity to continue through the applications process with the NTA. That's
Okay.
my motion.
So you have a motion on the table. Hartung will second the motion. Is there any public comment on that motion under item number 30, docket number 23-09013?
Miss Elias, do you have a public comment?
Ms. Elias, are you online? Do you need to speak on this item? Is this your client?
Chairman, she was raising her hand. Oh,
Okay, yeah, he's one of my clients. I'm sorry.
Hi, Lucy. How are you?
I'm Lucy Elias. Yeah, I was just raising my hand because he and Miss Lisa cleared that up. He had his fingerprints done, so it was just holding on the compliance items when, he had to go back home and all that. What he explained.
Okay, perfect. All right. So is there anyone else wishing to speak on item number 30? Mr. King?
There's no one else with their hand raised on.
Close public comment, bring it back to the board. We have a motion by Teddy, second by Hartung for denial of dismissal. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. So now, do we need to do any, is there any legal requirement to, do we need anything else on the record, I guess is what I'm asking.
Back in the application.
Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Just work with the applications and compliance.
Please, yep, just shut us off. That's
Thank you.
perfect.
Good luck.
Thank you.
The applications and compliance.
Okay, that takes us back to item number 29, applications to dismiss, docket number 23-06017, the application of Diamond Transportation. Is there anyone online wishing to speak on Diamond Transportation?
There's no one with their hand raised online.
I'll bring it back to the board. Looking for a motion on docket number 23-060.
Chair, I'll make that motion to
To dismiss the application.
dismiss the application.
I have a motion by Teddy, second by Hartung. We have asked for public comment. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. That now takes us to our PFRs. Do we have, and I don't see Mr. Gardner here, but is Miss Di Bartolomeo available?
Yes, I'm online.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Gardner, are you online by chance? Okay,
Mr. Chairman, I need to make
a quick disclosure on this particular item. So I was your counsel as DAG for the meeting at the last meeting from which this matter comes, but I was not involved in a substantive aspect of it. I was merely sitting as open meeting law counsel because it's a driver permit issue. So based on that, I'm going to participate in this matter. Thank you.
okay, so let me just ask Ms. Di Bartolomeo. Good morning, Ms. Di Bartolomeo. Can you give us any background? Has Mr. Gardner been making payments? Has he been trying to comport with the requirements and comply?
Good morning, Hope T. Bartolomeo, Management Analyst 3 for the record. Since spring and our last visit with Mr. Gardner, yes, he has been making monthly installments with the State Controller's Office, and he has complied with the requirement to communicate directly to the NTA that he has done so. I have verified with the State Controller's Office the payments that he has communicated, so he is currently compliant with those requirements.
Okay, perfect. So what do we do? I know we want to bring this back periodically. Commissioners, what would you like to do on this? Because I know that we've had issue with him not complying. But he is making regular payments. Miss Main, welcome.
Thank you. Desiree Main, Chief Compliance Audit Investigator for the record.
Hold on just a second. Hey, can you turn the room down a little bit, Mr. King? Miss Main.
Hello. So based on what was discussed previously, I would ask that we do 6-month follow-up again. That's what we did previously. It worked well. So.
Queso, queso. That sounds so good right now, doesn't it? Over some chips. What? Will staff bring this back to us in 6 months? Will you put it on the calendar for us again?
We will.
Okay.
Put back on.
And what I'd like to do also is make Mr. Gardner aware that we are, that we did make an approval. We are watching. Can we send him some type of a notification that, you know, that he'll have another review in 6 months?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Administrative Attorney Oni Wilburn. So Chairman, were you stating that you were going to make a motion to approve his permit for, does he currently have approval to drive? Do we know?
Yes. Yeah, he does.
He does. Okay.
Doesn't he, Miss Main?
He does have approval to drive. He's on a temporary basis right now. He has not been approved.
So keep him on the, is your motion to keep him on the temporary basis with a 6 months check?
On an interim.
Commissioners, what would you like to do?
Just like a little clarification, Chair, what I have in the backup documentation is just a note here on, I guess, the PFR that shows that we had a revoked driver's permit 12/12/24. And do we reinstate him at some other point? It's just at the bottom of the documentation that we have.
He was revoked at one time and he was called back in and they pulled that back and approved him to continue to move forward so long as he was making consistent payments.
And that's for, just for the record, we had looked at that and he had not been making payments, and then we had allowed him to renew his permit.
I saw this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you probably may remember it. So we allowed him to renew his permit so long as he was making regular payments and you know, trying to satisfy those very old citations. Now, there was a suggestion, I will tell both of you, Mr. Zoka, you probably remember this, Mr. Teddy, you may not. There was suggested from previous commissioners that we may want to revisit at some point those the fines that were levied back many years ago. Honestly, though, I'm personally not in favor of that, because that's a demonstration that if you just don't pay the fines over the years, that, you know, we'll forgive those after a certain period of time. He could, if he was making, you know, regular payments all along the way, I might be more inclined to do that, but he stopped making payments and only started remaking payments at the threat of revocation. So I just, for the record, I'm not in favor of trying to go back, at least right now. I want to see a regular schedule of payments made where he is trying to satisfy those requirements from previous fines.
Chair, I'm okay with allowing the permit to continue and, you know, providing that he's providing timely payments to the Nevada Transportation Authority.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we bring this back for a status check within 6 months and see where we are.
Within 6 months or at 6 months?
At 6 months.
6 months. Thank you so much. Okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Zoka, second by Teddy. Do we have any public comment on item number 31? And do we need a motion, by the way, just under discussion? Do we need anything? Still, we've given staff the direction that they're going to send him notification. Do we need to include that as part of the motion? Legal? Okay, perfect. Okay, but he has to be back in 6 months. That's all I mean, it's for 6 months,
So
but
he'll be notified.
but notified of that. Okay. We have a motion by Zoka, second by Teddy. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Carries unanimously. That takes us now to item number 32, docket number 2507032, petition for reconsideration for permit number 15156. Shani Russell. Hi, come on up.
Mr. Chairman, let me just make the same disclosure I made on the last item, which is this is a driver permit, and as such, as the attending DAG at the last meeting, I would not be part of the substantive discussions and a decision. So based on that, I'm not going to recuse, but I just want to disclose that. Thank you.
So you're asking us to reconsider what, Ms. Main, what happened here to begin with? What are we reconsidering?
Chairman, Administrative Attorney Yonit Wilburn, because this is a driver permit, I don't know if we're going to be getting into background information. Did that have anything to do with the denial of the permit?
Does remain chief compliance audit investigator for the record. She was denied based on an FTA. So we would just need to allow for her to, or to grant the PFR basically.
Oh,
Okay.
she was denied just because she wasn't at the meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you understand what an FTA is? Failure to appear. You didn't come. Failure to appear.
No, yeah, I did come. I came, but I was online and I didn't know I was supposed to be here. Like
Is that
I got offline. So I didn't go the whole time because they said on the card it says you don't have to attend. I didn't know. So I had rescheduled again, and then you had a hack-in, so I'm here for this.
Administrative Attorney Yonit Wilburn, I do believe that is the case. I believe Ms. Russell did reach out to me after the hearing to tell me she was there, but then she got off before the commission got to her item.
I was on there till like
Yeah.
noon.
well, I
After
mean,
that.
okay, yeah, I think we
There
do.
till noon, and then
I
I
think we
had
do
to
need to
go to
offer
work.
her a closed meeting. So, Ms. Russell, would you like us to close the meeting so that we can discuss your background?
Yes, I don't know.
Okay, so we need to. Okay,
We're having some technical issues.
okay, give us a second.
Here it is. Okay. So 3-1, so just feedback the language from. Well, maybe I'm not. Motion to consider. Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna ask me, Mr. Sangha, about my motion to close.
Sure.
And you're gonna have to take Mr. King and Mr. Berry, you're gonna have to take everybody offline.
3-1-8.
Right. Are we ready?
Yep, go ahead.
Except, this is NRS 241.030, except as otherwise provided in this section, and NRS 241.031 and 241.033. A public body may hold a closed meeting to A, consider the character, alleged misconduct, professional competence, or physical or mental health of a person.
Okay,
That would be my motion, Mr. Chairman.
that's correct. Yeah, that's your motion?
That's my motion, yes.
Okay,
Yeah, assuming you want to close meeting, correct?
yeah,
Yes.
okay. So
So moved.
I'll second that motion.
favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. Okay,
Clearing the lobby.
yeah, just tell us when we're clear.
So now they're going to open up the meeting.
Open back up the meeting, and that is my motion. Commissioners, do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. So we're going to open the meeting back up. So Commissioners, what would we like to do on this item? It's petition for reconsideration, item number 32, docket number 25070032.
I think the,
Teddy.
I think the question before us is, are we going to honor or deny her petition for reconsideration, right? I mean, that's where we're at.
That's correct.
Agendized, right?
That's correct. Because the original was, and this may be a little convoluted, was an FTA to reconsider, to consider the fitness.
So my motion would be to honor Ms. Russell's petition for reconsideration to allow the authority to, I guess, make a decision.
I'll second that for discussion purposes.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Just for discussion purposes.
Oh, of course. For discussion purposes. I apologize.
Oh, that's
Go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Zelka.
So, without getting into the information we have received from the applicant in this particular case, I think by being here today, we can certainly grant her the petition for reconsideration insofar as to be heard. But based on the information I heard in a closed meeting, I cannot support her driver application. So
Without further document.
without further occupation, right, as it sits right now, I would be in favor of denial of the driver permit.
But that's not what's in front of us.
By second for discussion purposes.
Right,
Yep.
for discussion purposes.
Yep.
Go ahead, Mr. Wilbur.
Administrative Attorney Onate Wilburn. So that's correct. However, once you grant the petition to reconsideration, then you can get into the decision on the driver permit. That's what it is. It's a petition for reconsideration to put the driver permit on today.
Substance.
Yes, that's what it is. So if you grant the petition to reconsideration, you actually discuss the driver's permit once you grant the petition for reconsideration.
That was my assumption.
Okay. All right, so I have a motion by Teddy, second by Zoka for reconsideration. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
I think we already
Did that?
already did that.
Aye.
No,
Aye. Okay.
that's the motion for reconsider. So now we're reconsidering the permit itself.
So you're asking me to second his motion, which was to deny the permit, right? Is that where we were at or no?
Consider the
Okay.
permit.
Oh, I thought we already did that. Okay.
No, no, that was for.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so
Okay.
that's what we're doing.
I will second that motion then. Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate the clarification.
You had already seconded it. So all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries unanimously. Now we are reconsidering the permit itself now, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Good. We're all in the same.
okay. Commissioners,
Well, again, Mr. Chairman, since you're looking at me, my
I'm looking at commissioners. What do we want to do on
I
this?
may I ask Ms. Main, do we have any citation history related to Ms. Russell during her period of employment?
Desiree Mean, Chief Compliance Audit Investigator for the record. There is no citation history.
I would support Ms. Russell's application going through. My motion would be for Ms. Russell to obtain a Nevada Transportation Authority permit.
I will second that. On the grounds. Well, so we have a motion and a second. So this is a really gray area. And you know, the problem is that we're in a scenario where we need some more documentation. So what do we need in the future on this? Or do we need anything? Do we need her to complete some more courses? Do we need some more documentation for staff to review?
I'm satisfied with the court record that's publicly accessible showing that
It was reduced to,
the charge that we were concerned
it was,
about
it was reduced,
is no longer
has been
what the
reduced.
concern was. Yeah,
Correct.
I'm satisfied with that.
Okay. Okay. No. We don't need that right now. Okay. All right. So we have a motion by Teddy, second by Hartung. Is there any public comment on this item? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Nay.
Motion carries 2-1 with Zoka being in the negative. Okay. Drive away.
Go to work.
Drive
Go to work.
away.
Yeah.
Okay. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. That's all we're gonna say. Okay? Thank you so much. Commissioners, I have finished the Celsius and I'm gonna take just a 2-second break here before we get to Mr. Barnes, because I know that that's gonna be a little bit of an extension.
Are we
With-
gonna go to pause then?
Well, they're not even back in the room. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, we'll go to pause and ask Austin to bring them back in the room,
Oh, you're talking, yeah, I got it.
because this is in Reno.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna pause just for a second and have Austin bring them back.
Do the same thing, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
Chairman, turn your mic on.